Hi guys, so this week we have a 30-minute workout, just over 30 minutes. You don't need any props for it. The theme is just around getting grounded and moving with your own self. So you're going to set yourself up on your knees, arms are going to reach straight ahead, and you're looking straight ahead as well. You're going to hinge back, almost sit down to your heels, and then press your thigh bones forward. And again, let your sit bones reach towards your heels, and then push your sit bones together and forward. As you do this, you'll feel your glutes and the back of the thighs engage. Do this one more time, hinge back, exhale, press forward. Then from there, you're gonna round your upper spine like a candy cane, and then return. Try not to move your legs. So as you round your upper back, you lift your back ribs up, but try not to let that bum stick out. So there's some opposition. Thighs press into a wall as your upper back rounds. Okay, one more time. Now you're going to restack the spine, lift your arms up to the ceiling, and then round your spine like a candy cane again, same as you did before, but this time focusing on keeping your arms beside your temples. Your back is wide, your chest is wide, your glutes are still engaged, your thigh bones pressing into a wall. Now dive all the way down, bring your hands to the mat, and walk your hands forward to a plank prep position. Then tuck your chin to your chest, lift your sternum, walk your hands towards your knees, roll up, but press your thigh bones forwards as you do that. And again, round your spine, press your thigh bones forward, and walk your hands for 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin to your chest, round, walk yourself back, push the thigh bones forward as you roll up. Okay, so I like to imagine here that there's a cactus behind my seat and I don't want to prick my bum on that cactus. Then you're going to add a push-up at the bottom. Tuck your chin to your chest and walk back. Start to roll up. And again, tuck the chin, roll down. Walk the hands up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your elbows, straighten your elbows, tuck chin to chest. Walk your hands back towards your thighs and roll up. Okay, again, same thing. Lift your waist as you dive forward. So there should be a sense of danger in this exercise, like you're finding the tipping point where you almost fall over, but you don't. Okay, round and walk out. This time we're gonna stay hold. Bend your elbows and straighten your elbows. You have the option to lift your thigh bones up to a full push-up if you'd like, but I just kept my knees down for the purpose of just connecting to my back, connecting to my shoulders. And then keep going, bend and straighten. Bend and straighten, and a few more. Last one, and then you're going to tuck your chin to your chest and sit all the way back. Then you're going to ripple, wave forward to a plank position. Press the heart forward. Tuck the chin to the chest. Keep your hands where they are. Sit back, and then articulate the spine. Press the sternum forward. So anyone that practices Pilates with the equipment, this is very much like your down stretch position, pushing the heart forward. Thigh bones are sinking down, but your glutes are engaged. Okay, one more time. Press the heart forward, keep the abdominals lifted, and then this time sit all the way back to a shell stretch or a child's pose. Here, breathe deeply, breathe in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth, and then find an all fours position. Hover your knees and hold. Feel what muscles this lights up. And then you're going to start to alternate lifting the toes one at a time. Nothing else moves. You could balance 7 cups of tea on your back as you lift your right foot, place it down, left foot, place it down. Right foot. If this is too much for you, you can also do this, you can just hold. Now you're going to play with lifting one hand and then the other. Lift one hand. You're going to feel some shifting, but you... Okay, so now you're going to start to lift opposite arm to foot and place it down, opposite arm to foot and place it down. Keep alternating. This is a little bit easier because it's more symmetrical. Keep going, keep switching, and last one. Then you're going to lift your hips up pike, look towards your toes, and then bend your knees, return to the hover plank. And again, push back pike, bend your knees, return and lower. Again, lift up pike, bend your knees and lower, and then this time sit all the way down. Or rest your knees all the way down. Spin your legs around, come to a seated position with your legs together, knees bent, arms reach straight ahead. On your exhale, focus on rounding your lower back. Feel your abdominals brace. Then exhale, round your whole spine forward, ribs over hips, and then waist pulls back. Pretend someone is pulling your waist backwards from behind you, and you're fighting against that. Your goal is to go forward. Their goal is to pull your waistline back. All right, last one. You scoop back, you roll back, you hold. Lift your arms up slowly towards the ceiling in line with your temples, and then lower them back down. And then again, exhale as you lift, you rise, you lift your arms and lower back down. One more time. Lower the arms down, keep the abdominals braced, twist to the right, and then lift your arms up for 3. Lower back down. Lift up for 2. Lower back down. Last one. Now come to center, make a pit stop, brace your abdominals, and then turn to the other side. Lift your arms 3 times. After the third one, you're going to come to center, breathe in, exhale, round forward, and then restack the spine to prepare for elbow slip. Scoot forward just a little bit, lay your forearms down on the mat behind you, pull your waist into the mat like a bowling ball is resting on it. Now your goal is to brace yourself in this position and not move. Slide your left hand to your thigh, place it back down, right hand. So you're literally sliding your elbow forward and back, trying to eliminate any shifting that you feel in your body. One more time. Now reach both arms to your thighs, hold the position, round all the way forward, and then restack the spine to neutral. We'll do that again. Scoop, roll back, lay the forearms down, pull your waist into the mat, brace yourself, left, and then right. Squeeze your knees together to help maintain your midline, your center. Then from there, both arms grab, hold. Sorry, I lied, do one more. Now both of your arms grab, hold, round all the way forward. Restack. Last one, you can choose to advance it, place both forearms down, or keep doing what you're doing. Both arms slide and reach and lower. Trying not to move, be a statue. Just the arms. One more time, hold it, keep holding, and then lay all the way down on the mat. Stretch the body long, let the ribs flare open, and then you're going to circle your arms around by your side and bend the knees. Okay, from there, pull your waist into the mat. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders up and float the legs up to tabletop for 100. Start to pump those arms, breathing vigorously. You breathe in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Now as I inhale, I'm going to pull my knees into my chest, and as I exhale, I'm going to reach my legs long. This is optional. Put the head down at any point if you feel tension start to creep into your neck. This exercise takes practice. You want to breathe in for 5 counts through the nose, out for 5 counts through the mouth. We do this for 100 breaths, which is why it's called the hundreds. Keep vigorously pumping those arms. Exhale, reach out. One more time. Exhale to reach out, to pause and hold. Now try to curl higher and then lower everything down. Full roll up, flex the feet. Reach your arms back, nod the chin, and then roll all the way up, bone by bone by bone. Reach forward towards the toes. Now remember when your waist was being pulled back by some imaginary person, here it is again. Your waist is being pulled back as you're reaching forward towards your toes. And lately I've been finding it helpful to push my heels down so I don't hyperextend my knees. It helps me press my waist deeper into the mat. It doesn't happen every single time, but I try my best. Last one. So continue and do about 2 more of these full roll-ups. Just trying to nail that articulation through your spine. And then sit up straight, hands behind head, legs together, knees slightly bent, elbows are forward. Twist to the right with your upper body for 3, further 2, and further 1, back to center. 3, 2, 1. So you're not a sprinkler, you're twisting, then you're going further back to center. Continuously pull upwards with your hands, so you're creating traction for your spine. Let's do 1 more each side. Focus on keeping the knees together. All right, then you come back to center. Let's do 1 more each side for good luck. Twist to the left for 3, for 2, for 1. Back to center, straighten the legs, round your spine forward, and then roll all the way down. Then you're going to press your arms down into the mat beside you, and let's actually bring them to the side to a T position. Right leg lifts up and you turn your toes in. Then you're going to bring your leg across the body and then come back to center. As you bring the leg across the body, twist your left knee inward so it stays parallel. Last one. Lower your leg down to the mat, lift the other leg up, turn your toes and thigh bone inwards, and then come across. You can allow your hip to twist for this one. So you should feel that flossing sensation through the side of your leg. One leg circle, you're going to lift the right leg up, point the toes, hands beside you, and then you're circling that leg across, down, and around. You go slowly across and then whip it around. 3 more. Try to keep your whole body as still as possible and then reverse it. Use your arms, use your left heel, dig it into. Now scissor switch your legs when you're ready. And then other side, bring the leg across, down, and around. Keep your arms pressing into the mat, keep that waist as still as possible, and then reverse it. So always about 4 to 6. And then you're going to lower that leg all the way down onto the mat. Flex your feet, reach your arms up, and then you're going to roll up bone by bone. But this time you restack the spine, twist to the right, arms reaching wide, and then roll all the way down onto your back. I like to keep my knees a little bent, so you can play with having your knees a little bent or legs straight. We'll alternate sides each time, rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Arms go back, ribs stay down. Lift head, neck, shoulders, avoiding momentum. Restack, twist open, reach forward, roll back down. And let's do about 1 more. This will be your left side. And then rolling down. So 1 more each, right and left. Articulate, roll up, up, up. Twist. Keep those knees bent. Last time to prepare for saw. Restack the spine. Now stay seated. You're going to separate the legs the width of a mat. Little bend of the knees. You're going to twist to the right and then reach your left pinky toe to your left pinky finger to your right pinky toe. Restack the spine, come back to center. Twist to the left, reach right pinky finger to left pinky toe. Roll back up. In opposition to this twist, your hips are staying planted firmly. This is like you're sawing your toe off. It's now starting to flow a bit more. You restack, you come center, you twist, you reach, you roll up, you come back to center, you twist, you reach, you roll up, you come back to center and lower the arms. Rolling like a ball, you're going to scoot forward to your heels, grab your shins, point your toes, round your lower back. Good. Now, from there, start to tuck your tailbone under and start to round your lower back as much as you can. And you're going to find this point where you feel like you're about to fall over, and then brace yourself, stop yourself. And then do that again. So keep playing with this. This can be all you do for the day, or you can roll back to the tips of your shoulder blades, balance, and hold up. So you're trying to be as firm and strong in this position as possible so that you can literally roll like a ball, which is what this is called. I always find that not every rep is the same. Sometimes I lose it. Keep your arms connected to your back. Keep your shins pressing into your hands. Then from there, find your legs tabletop. Start to slowly roll down and get that waist into the mat, bone by bone. Pull your left shin in, reach your right leg long. Single leg stretch, you're going to start to alternate. And TIG is going to be involved in this as well. So I'm pulling one leg and reaching the other leg long. If there's a bullseye in front of you, you're reaching your big toe to that bullseye. Keep going, but bring your hands behind your head. And then you're going to twist towards your bent knee. So think armpit across, across. So you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing the exact same thing with my legs as I was before. Out of the corner of my eye, I'm watching that my pelvis doesn't move. And 1 more each side. Then you come to center, you lay the head down, you open the knees and hands are at the sides of your knees. You're gonna extend your legs long, do 1 arm circle, bend your knees, and then put the head back down. And again, straighten the legs and arms. You do a circle with the arms as you hold your position, bend your knees, and lay the head down. Again, straighten your arms and legs long. Keep the chest lifted, lower the head back down. And then one more time. Circle the arms, bend the knees, lay the head down. Bring the knees together, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up and hold. You're gonna take a top hat off of your head and then circle your arms around. That is all. Take a top hat off, circle around and reach. Maintain your flexion. So you're only moving your arms. Try to curl higher when you take that top hat off. Now straighten your legs. Grab one leg and double pulse. Scissors, double pulse. 1, 2. Now, can you make sure your legs are strong in this position so you're pressing down, down with the leg that's going to the floor. Keep going. And then when you're even, reach both legs, try to touch the toes, and then relax everything down. And take a break because I'm gonna pet tick. All right, bridges. Feet are hip distance apart. You're gonna roll your hips up and then roll your hips back down, bone by bone. So you want your knees tracking over the middle of your toes. When you lift your hips, you're gonna articulate the spine up one vertebra at a time, and you're pressing down into your arm bones as you do so. So the goal isn't to lift as high as you possibly can. Your ribs should be flat at the front of your body. So sometimes I like to put my hands on the front of my ribs in order to check that out. And then from there, again, you're gonna roll down bone by bone. Feel your spine and how it connects to the mat. Roll back up and stay. You're gonna lift your legs up one at a time to tabletop. So I'm a bit late in cueing you, but that's okay. You're gonna lift your right foot, place it down, and then lift the left foot. So really anticipate the movement. Think ahead before you move. So you stand in your right foot, then you lift the left foot. Now stand in your left foot, lift the right foot. You're always one step ahead. Then you're gonna keep the right foot up and you lower and lift your pelvis. About 5 times. Note the strength that you have in this side. Then from there, lift up and hold, place the right foot down, lift left foot up. Lower and lift the pelvis here. If this is too much, both feet can stay down. Again, note the strength, any differences. About 5 times. Then you place the foot down, square off, roll your hips down bone by bone. Now you're gonna straighten your legs, extend one arm and flip onto your stomach. Swan, baby swan. So this is about your upper back. Hands are by armpits, elbows are sucked in tight to your ribs, pubic bone and hip bones into the mat. You're gonna push your heart forward, push your hands forward. Okay, then you lengthen, you lower yourself back down. So the pubic bone and hip bones pushing into the mat, that never turns off, that stays on the whole time. You're keeping your whole rib cage, well, the lower ribs on the mat with this one. And it's really that feeling, that sensation of pushing your heart, your chest forward. And then pull the tail in the opposite direction. Okay, and then after that, you're gonna extend your arms and circle them to the side as you lift your chest higher. Breaststroke prep. I've separated my legs for this one as a personal preference. I like a little bit more space for my sacrum. Bend your elbows, dive, reach forward. Inhale, lift your chest up. Okay, do a few more of these. And if you need to stretch your back in between these, by all means do. Then you're gonna lay your forearms down onto the mat. Push your chest, your heart bone forward. Your abdominals are lifting and your hip bones stay connected. That's really important. This is impossible, but you're gonna do it anyways. Straighten your legs, lift them off the mat. Then you're going to lift your right foot to your seat and then straighten it. As you bend your knee, you're gonna think about lifting your thigh bone off the mat. So I'll explain this a little clearer. My legs are off the mat about 1 inch. As I bend my heel to my seat, I'm gonna tell my knee to lift higher. So if you get this right, you're gonna feel the back of your legs working. Once you've mastered that, you can go ahead and do the double kick that I'm doing. So you might need to pause this and go back a few times because it takes a while to figure out what the heck is going on. Once you're done with that, you're gonna push yourself up to a 4-point kneeling position. We'll do a few cat stretches. Round your spine, and then lengthen your spine bone by bone. Okay, about 3 times, just to reset, stretch the lower back. And then one more time. Forearm plank. Lower your forearms down onto the ground, send your feet back one at a time. Your legs will be together, and you're gonna start to shift forward and shift back. Think about your feet here. So you haven't done a lot of foot articulation yet, but think about all 10 of your toe joints and shifting forward onto them and back onto them. Keeping the chest proud and wide. Keeping the pelvis in line with your hips, trying not to sink through your lower back. Now, you're gonna turn your toes to the right, lift your left forearm up, and then you side bend over your arm and then return to side plank. Side bend up and over your arm. So you're creating this expansive, wide side bend through the side of your body. And then one more time. Then you're gonna lower your hips down, stay propped up onto your forearms, flex your feet, lift your top leg up. 2 kicks forward, and then point the foot, reach, hold back. 2 kicks forward, and reach, hold back. We do about 8 of these. Option to lay all the way down on your side and cradle your head. The choreography would be the same for all of these. Kick, kick, and reach back. Minimal movement through the pelvis, energy through your bottom foot, so it's like you're standing on that leg. Now hold. You're gonna lower and lift your leg to the back. But in this position, think about pulling your hip bones, the front hip bones, towards your face, so you're not arching your back. I always like to put my hand behind my head for this one. You can try that. Gives me this sense of opposition. Imagine you're pushing down into a balloon. So then we're gonna draw a rainbow. You're gonna tap in front and tap behind. Brace yourself with your hand, up and over front and then back. You're gonna do 8 of these alternating front and back, trying to maintain that stability through your pelvis. Keep standing on that bottom foot. Then you're gonna lay all the way down onto your side. Take your top foot, step it in front. Grab your ankle and then lift your bottom leg and lower it back down. Lengthen to lift the leg and lower it back down. Lengthen to lift and lower. Up and down. Lift. So make sure that you feel your inner thigh working as you do this. About 8 of them, and then you're gonna lift and hold. So once you get to that 8th rep, stay and draw little tiny circles. I'm not there yet. Now stay and pause and draw little tiny circles the size of a quarter. About 8 in one direction, 8 in the other direction. And then when you're done with that, you're gonna push yourself up for mermaid, grab your ankle, lift the arm up, create length and space through your spine, and then start to side bend up and over towards the leg. Lay your hand over your ear, open the side of your rib cage, and then turn your nose up. And take us rolling around in front of me. Undo yourself, and then we'll repeat everything. Start with your forearms on the mat, legs together. Lower your hips down in line with shoulders and start your shifting forward and back. Shift forward, shift back. Okay, you also have the option to have the knees down and just holding and breathing. That's also okay. To prepare for side plank, you're gonna turn your toes towards the left this time. Stack your feet, lift the left arm up, and then side bend up and over your arm, and then return. So I'm gonna reach my arm by my ear, lift my pelvis up, and lower it back down. About 5 times. Then after the 5th one, you're gonna lower yourself all the way down, preparing for side kicks. Stack your feet, lift your leg to hip height, 2 kicks forward, reach it back. And again, kick, kick forward, sweep, reach back. Kick, kick, sweep, reach back. 5 more. Kick, kick. So remember, open back and chest, pelvis stable. Tega's trying to play with me. So you can't really see what I'm doing, but you can hear me. About 3 or 2 more. Okay, hold your leg behind you, lift it and lower it. Press it down into an imaginary ball. Pull your hip bones towards your face. You can bring your hand behind your head to give you that sense of opposition. About 8 of these before our rainbows. Then keep your leg hip height on the last one. Tap in front, tap behind. 8 times alternating sides. I've placed my hand in front of my waist to brace me. TIG is giving me good motivation. Okay, last 4. Tap front, tap back, tap front, tap back. Then you're gonna bend both of your knees, you're gonna lay down on your side for inner thigh. Grab your ankle, ball of the foot on the mat. Your whole body is in a straight line. Your bottom leg is gonna lift and lower back down. Keep your foot flexed. I find it gives a better connection to the inner thigh. This isn't a crazy burn, but you should feel some sensation in that bottom inner thigh. Yep. Okay, as you do this, make sure your kneecaps and toes stay facing the front. You might try to cheat and turn your toes up too much or down too much. So play with that if you're not getting that sensation in the inner thigh. I'm gonna see which angle your toes have. Play with a few different ones. Now keep your leg lifted on this next one. So I have a little glitch here in my own choreography. So I screwed up. So you want to do 8 tiny circles here and then 8 tiny circles in the other direction. It seems that I've forgotten. So just make sure you get that in if you need to pause. Then you're going to push yourself up to mermaid. Grab your left ankle, lift the right arm up, and then side bend up and over towards your leg. I am actually pulling myself. Then you're going to place your hand to your ear. Turn your nose upwards, expanding and opening the right side of your body. Breathing deeply. And then you're going to unravel yourself. So we've just got a few more exercises left. So you're going to reach your arms straight ahead. Fix your hair. Sitting with the knees bent, legs together. You're going to roll down. Lift your arms up the way you did earlier, and then keep your arms up as you roll all the way down onto your back. Don't move your feet. Circle your arms by your thighs. Nod the chin and start to roll up. Keep your lower back round. Open your chest, lift your arms, and then roll down bone by bone. So this is our teaser. This is your first teaser, or your first option. You're rolling up. Do not move those legs, do not let them lift, and then roll down. If you want to practice full teaser, you're going to straighten your legs, lift your toes at the same time as your nose, lift your arms, try to keep that lower back round, and then you roll down. Waist goes down, then your head and nose goes down. So that's a great rule of thumb. Nose and toes lift at the same time. So we've been preparing for this our whole class. Pull that waist into the mat, and then circle around. Nod that chin, curl up, lift your arms, and stay. Hold it. Maybe you need to grab your thighs, but try your best, and then you can cross your legs. Circle your legs around, and we'll go into swan. Legs are wide. Your elbows are bent, forearms are on the mat, making a W shape. You're going to push your heart forward, keep the forearms and elbows on the mat for as long as possible before you finally lift them as you lift your chest. Keep the abdominals and the belly button drawing in, then bend your elbows, lift the waist, and put the head back down. So I've got my legs pretty wide, about as wide as my elbows are. Pubic bone and hip bone stay connected to the mat. And a game I like to play with myself is, can I keep my elbows down for as long as possible? And you only lift up as high as you can. We don't want to feel this in our lower back, so you should feel your abdominals stretching and working, your chest opening. Okay, then we're going to go into swimming. You're going to lift your arms and legs and start to flutter your arms and legs. Kick, 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 kick. Fluttering as fast as you can, and we go back to our hundreds breathing. So you're breathing in through the nose and then exhale out through the mouth. You can eliminate the arms and just do the legs, or you can eliminate the legs and just do the arms. But you do about 5 cycles of inhales and exhales as you do this. Then pause and hold, stretch the body along the mat, and then sit all the way back to child's pose, rounding the spine, sitting back to the heels. And then from there, you're going to come up to a kneeling position. We're going to kind of finish the way that we started. So reach your arms up to the ceiling. Then you're going to lean back, press your arms down, and lift your arms up as you come forward. So this is thigh stretch. Try to keep your body in one strong, long line, leaning back, and lift back up, leaning back. So you can see my earlobe stays in line with the middle of my shoulder, which stays in line with the middle of my hip, which stays in line with the middle of my knee. One more time. Get longer as you pull yourself all the way up. Okay, I'm just going to turn to face sideways. You're on your knees still, but your arms are going to lower to the T. You're going to tilt yourself towards the left and lift your right leg up, land on your hand. Then come up, balance, place the knee down, and then tilt to the right. Land quietly, gently on your right hand, left leg lifts. And you keep alternating from side to side. So this is a master of counterbalancing where you are in space. And this definitely takes practice. So at the start of class, I was cueing you to not let your bum hit that cactus behind you. Same thing here. Try to not let your bum stick out as a means to get yourself to move side to side. Okay, then you're going to have a seat. Sit with your legs straight and point your toes. 3 arm circles, just to open up the chest and shoulders. And then you're going to place your hands down on the mat behind you. Your fingertips face forward or sideways, not to the back. Then scoop in your guts, press into your heels, and lift your thighs up. Hold for 4, 3, 2, tap your sit bones down, scoop and lift. So we want to feel this in the back of your legs, where your thigh meets your glutes, not the back of your knees. So check it out. Are you hyperextending? Are you locking your knees? Could you do this with a little bit of a softer knee and a deeper connection through the back of your legs? So you do about 4 of those, holding 4 counts for each. Then you're going to flex your feet, sit straight, feet are as wide as the mat, round your upper spine forward like a candy cane, and then restack. Second option is to place the hands behind the head as you flex your spine forward and lift up. If you place the hands behind your head, think about the head, the skull pushing upwards into your hands. On your last one, pull the crown of the head upwards, feel as much space as you can through your whole body, and then shake it out. You are done. Thank you for moving with me. As always, guys, let me know what you think. Head to my website, quietbodies.com, and have a great day. Bye.